Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild. I'm still sitting in orbit around the planet. And we have a problem. Yesterday, I was curious and wanted to see what's down there. And I built a small ship, wanted to record that, basically building a small ship, flying down with it. I didn't record it. I had some problems, and when I ran down to the planet, people mentioned that, by the way, that the planet looked kind of weird. I believe it's a problem with textures. I brought up the textures and the voxels now, and it seems better, but I'm not sure. On the other hand, there's this ring basically around the planet, the deserty ring, and yeah, when I built a ship, a hydrogen-powered ship, came back from the planet to the ship, tried to dock it to refill it. It spun out, and it completely flipped the Empress. A small ship, a very small ship, completely flipped the Empress. I had to undock from the Empress. The ship wouldn't stop rotating, so the small ship, the Empress, ended up around 8 kilometers deep into the gravity well of the planet. I was lucky that I could get her out. She had at that point enough power to keep up, basically, and I had to fly there and bring her out of the gravity well. The other ship definitely crashed somewhere down there. I have no idea what that was. I tried just to dock to the ship, and then everything bugged out, and nothing exploded or so. It was just ship grabbed other ship, and then stuff happened. Again, I don't know what that was, but now I'm afraid that we can't dock ships to each other anymore. By the way, I'm getting a bit into trouble with other ships. I got attacked here and had to update the ship with some more lasers. You can see that here. I have put down some more laser cannons to protect the ship. I don't know what's up with that. I have a lot of civil ships flying through the area. That's not really problematic. They just fly through, but I also had pirates coming in trying to get me. Okay, we will do another try and try to basically bring down a ship there. Fun part is, in orbit, when I first docked the ships to each other, there was no problem, but when I came back down from the planet, basically, then we ran into the problem that, again, everything, the physics engine just spun out, basically. Okay. What I built was a bit of a small ship with basically a big hydrogen thruster at the bottom, some small ion thrusters to maneuver in space, and some connectors and a tank. Hydrogen. The big problem that I always have with that is that I hopefully don't run into the problem that I'm starting to miss out on materials. Okay, I will just basically replicate what I had there. It was a bit rocket shaped, so the cockpit was on the top, and then everything else was below it. A big thruster. No, that's not the right. Pick that up, please. I want it. Come on. I want it here. A repair beacon would be neat, so let us grab that. First aid, placing the hydrogen tank. I'm not even sure if that's a modded tank. Is there a big hydrogen or this big form factor for the small ships? I'm not sure if that's the case. So the repair beacon will help to get some things done a bit faster. I need some gyros. Last time I placed them here. We will first build this ship. It has to do now with the fact that, again, dropping stuff out of orbit should work, but I'm not sure if we run into physics problems there. I can't really tell what that was the last time. If that just was physics bugging out, or it had to do with being anchored to the planet, coming back up, and then the physics engine, don't know, realizing that this is just a bad idea. Maybe some of you have experiences with that. For me, that's a pretty... Although what I never did is try to bring up a ship from orbit, from a planet, and dock it to a ship in orbit. I always did that with stations or something like that. Maybe we could build a station to have something that is fixed in between the ships. Maybe that gets rid of some of the problems. At least that could be. I'm not completely sure. Again, maybe some of you have experiences there. So we need some more thrusters to be able to hold our position. And then we go and get an oxygen generator. That's... oh, okay, I know what I'm... first thing to do here is have some connectors on the sides. I'm using the connectors not only as a way to connect to other ships, I also use them to store things in there, ice or something like that. Helps me with not having to use what did I want to say? Storage containers. I try to not... where did I put the repair beacon? There. Okay, give me a reactor. That's one of the things I don't like, is that I definitely missed... now am missing a good amount of uranium. So yeah. Maybe it's also a problem with, I don't know, with the hydrogen powered stuff, because again, I think that's one of the first I had hydrogen powered things, but I don't know if I had really crazy amounts of... no, I think I never had a thing that was flown by me. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So what I want to put on the top... oh no, I need more reactors. I need more reactors. I want to put on the top no, this is right. On the top I want to put an oxygen generator to be able to farm a bit of ice down there. Again, the landing space I found has a bit of ice. That's a good thing to have. And so I decided to go... okay. I will just put, this time I will not put all my uranium in there. Not all. Last time I put, don't know, 500 units or something like that. And for our current state, that is a pretty big amount. Sounds weird because you just saw the numbers that the Empress still has thousands of units of uranium, but to keep her powered and to keep her flying, we definitely need a good amount of that. So especially if we want to use the jump drives. The jump drives are one of the things that take a lot of energy. Oxygen generator. I think that's all for these. Okay, put that here. Then some conveyors on the top. And then we put some conveyors here and some conveyors there. Maybe I try to lighten the whole thing. The last time I did a pretty crazy job with the amount of conveyors on here. So maybe we try to not overdo it. Put a block here and some more blocks here. I will just use blocks. And then we... what I could do, and maybe... I need a connection to the cockpit, because again, the cockpit is put on basically, yeah, that way. So I declare this the front of the ship. And now what we can do is grab some... No, wrong block. I need some conveyors to here to have a connection for oxygen here. Using the curves should be good. Okay, and then some small hydrogen thrusters here. And another conveyor tube here. Connections should be done. What I also need is maybe some landing gears. Landing gears are always scary, so maybe we try not to use landing gears. We go the wheel route. I don't think that I need to anchor the whole ship to the planet. That maybe doesn't attract clang as much as the landing gears do. So some wheels, we use the 1x1, stick them on there. That worked out for some of the other ships that I had, so hopefully it also works out for this here. Good. Then some ion thrusters to be able to maneuver in space. That is always a good thing to have. And some to this side. No, that way. And now some to stop the ship. This ship should be even lighter than the last ship that I built. So hopefully that works out. I have iron and hydrogen thrusters to all the sides now. I have gyros. The only thing that's missing now is ice and some hydrogen to fill up the ship. I will grab the ice, fill up the ship. Again, I'm worried to dock the whole things, the two things to each other. So maybe I will not do that. What I also want to do is set up the, set up the hydrogen thrusters, hydrogen backward, large, and get the tank is not in there, hydro, to be able to turn that on and off. It is way easier, or it's better to, in space, to just maneuver with the ion thrusters and then use the hydrogen just to decelerate and then come back up. Hope that works out. I need to get to a certain height so that the ion thrusters are able to take over. With the reduced weight, that should be easier. And I will just bring ice with me. That should work out. Okay, let me grab the ice, fill up the ship, and then we go down and take a look at the space where I want to land. The ship is filled up, and I have added a solar panel to it. I want to be a bit careful. I don't know if we end up down there crashed or something like that. I want to at least have the parts of a solar panel with me to be able to survive down there a bit longer. Let me take a look at the Empress. If the Empress is okay right now, because I want to see that she's not for some reason in the gravity field, so that she uses up energy that she shouldn't use up. Let's say it that way. Okay. No, she's not in the gravity field of the planet. I will just climb a few meters higher. You can see the GPS point down there. The GPS point down there is very, very close to the border, basically. That is a point I was able to set when I came back from the planet, to have basically a straight line down from the edge of the lake down there, somewhere in that region. Basically straight up from there, out of the gravity field should be that point. Good. Let us climb into this rocket and then we go down there. At the moment, the hydrogen thrusters are just turned off. I will go into the planetary gravity field and then just basically drop down and get the hydros going relatively close over the ground. Okay. We can just do this, use the natural gravity, and then just fall. I think I will come back to you when I'm closer to the ground. This asteroid, by the way, is a bit in the way, but it could be a good... I don't know. This thing definitely is in the gravity field. If we ever want to anchor something to it, that could be neat. It is pretty close to the way up here. I don't know, but anchoring stuff to it could be could work out. Good. Let me fall for a bit. We are below 9,000 meters right now, and I'm preparing to land the ship. So I will turn on the hydros. Turn on the hydros. That's what I want to have. And when I'm close enough, I will fire, or I will turn on the dampeners, and that should hopefully slow us down fast enough. I believe we should maybe try how fast this works. So okay, that was pretty fast. So we can turn them off again. Let the hydros reload. I still have ice with me, so on the way down we can definitely get some more hydrogen. Good. We are in a good place, right over the lake down there. That's a good point to go down, or to touch down, basically, because we have ice there. Let me now turn on the inertia dampeners again, and I will just slow down the ship, let it touch down, hopefully slowly, before anything runs out. But it seems that one of the tanks with hydrogen is definitely enough. The last time I went over and got into this cove there. By the way, you can see this mountain is really, or this plateau here is really promising when it comes to building a base there or something like that. Yeah, this looks nice. We could drill into the side, maybe build a hangar in there or something like that. Okay. This desert area here reminds me more of snowy hills or something like that, because man, this is bright. Okay. Touchdown. We turn off the dampeners. Again, I don't want to use why are we? Come on. I don't want to use landing gears right now, but I should turn off the hydros. Otherwise, I think they will empty themselves out. Good. Ooh. The good thing is the area is not too rough, so having a buggy here or something should really turn out well. Okay. Good. This could be a good place for a base or something like that. And the next thing we will test is we will drop a container down and see where it lands. And maybe from that we can then basically define a good place where to, don't know, have a drop zone for the containers or something like that. Oh man. Yeah, planetary gravity is great. We can open our helmet. That's a nice thing. And we can turn off the light here. Nice. I need some resources for maybe a temporary base somewhere down here or so. An assembler. I will have to see. I will definitely need a good amount of resources to build an assembler, maybe a refinery, but I think I will just grab everything from space and drop it down here. Having to search for materials down here, not sure how that works out, but we could bring down an ore sensor and take a look what we have. Next thing that we build should be a rover that we can drive around here and maybe see a rover or a speed bike, something like that, to see that way, or to yeah, a way to get around here on the planet. Okay, people, but I think that's all for today. We had a good touchdown. We have this ship here now that we can use to go up and down for now. There needs to be something a lot nicer later, but for now this works out. I have a bit of power here. Okay, people, I would say that's all for today. I got crazy suggestions what I could and should do on the planet. I will have to react to some of the stuff because some of the stuff is just not possible. But we will see. Good, people, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the episode. If you did, then please leave a like on the video. Go into the description, take a look at all the stuff there, Twitter, Patreon, the collection with the mods I'm using in this world. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. See ya, guys.